Morning guys, and how are you? Yes, this morning we're actually at the Pinnacles, which was about, what, 40 kilometres from Jurien Bay? Yep. And we're going to go and have a look and see what the Pinnacles are all about.
So we're going into the...
so we're going in...
to the centre, or the information centre?
The information centre. So let's go. So they've got a lot of information on the origins of the Pinnacles. So what we might do is just go out and have a look.
Just doing the walk, the Pinnacle walk.
We're going to do the walk.
And then we'll get in the car later and then do the drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
We would have loved to have taken the drone, however... Typical. It seems like everywhere you go, drones are the bane of everybody's existence. Anyway, we're here. We're at the Pinnacles.
This is the start of them.
So you can see a few cars driving through at the moment.
Which we will be doing later. And this is just the walk.
Yep.
If people come with caravans and things like that, they can't take them through.
So, this is the desert walk. I'll let you read all of that. So, now it's a walk into the desert.
As you can see, they've got, where the cars are there, they've got little rocks on the side to give you the idea of where the road is, because they used to say if you got stuck in here and turned yourself around and around, you could get lost. Because when you get out into it, right out in sort of this area, it all looks the same. I don't know if that would happen, but...
So we don't want to get lost.
You'd walk your way out eventually, I guess, although you could go round and round in circles.
Okay, we're going to take a little drive through the Pinnacles. Just a little drive. It's a pretty easy drive. You can do this in two-wheel drive. It looks a bit sandy, but it's pretty compacted, so it's a real easy drive. There's that little water section that we saw before.
Yeah, we had a bit of rain here last night and this morning.
Yeah, so we're just following the track. It's pretty well marked with the stones either side. And they've got little stopping bays that you can actually stop to take some photos if you want to. Oh, hi guys, we're going to pop in for a bit of lunch at Cervantes at the Lobster Shack. Oh, here we are. Okay, here we are at the Lobster Shack, and we're just about to dive into a bit of lunch.
Here we go, hang on.
Wow, what do you think of that?
I love seafood. Can you see? You can see Lobster Shack on yours.
Wow.
On the side, written on the side.
Oh, the Lobster Shack, yeah. Wow. Okay, let's dig in. Well, hi guys, we're actually at Lake Thetis at the moment. We're coming to have a look at the Stramolites, and if I turn around you'll be able to see a few. They're a living organism. Now, we're not really that far away from the Lobster Shack where we had lunch, and we decided to come out here to have a look because Robyn wanted to find out a little bit more about those Stramolites. Stromatolites, sorry.
Stromatolites and thrombolites. See, if you look here, that's a thrombolite, that's a stromatolite. So one's layers and the other's domed, but they're both in the same family. And they had some stromatolites at Shark Bay, but at Hamlin Pool, I think it was. We went there, but the boardwalk was ruined by the cyclone. Like a lot of our things have happened with the weather that we couldn't get to, so the boardwalk, you couldn't go out there. So I'm pleased to be able to see these here, because they're pretty special. They're millions of years old, and these ones are living, whereas a lot of others up at Cockatoo Island, they were embedded in the rocks. They were actually fossils, so they weren't living. But these are.
We're actually here at North Head, and we're going to have a look at some relics of World War II. So this is the first sign that we've actually come across, World War II military site. We're going to go up and have a look at, oh, looks like we've got a friend up there. Look, we're going to go and have a look at the bunkers, which are over on the other side, and we'll see what sort of condition they're in. Looks like somebody's got to it with a spray can, but you know, it's basically what happens, isn't it? Our little friend's still up there, so go lead the way, fella. It's not going to move. All right, we're on the move anyway.
And it says,
wow, it's a beautiful little coastline here. It was a bit rugged getting in, very sandy.
rocky.
Rocky, but really worth the look. There's a couple more people here today.
caught up with them and sort of followed them in the last few Ks.
It's certainly a lot better to follow someone in than come in by yourself, I think. Okay, we're going to go and have a look at this first bunker.
All these white bags are.
And they're trying to prevent people from driving through it.
Do you think?
Yep.
But they still went over it.
Yep.
Big sandbags, I guess, are they?
Yeah, it looks like they've put the sandbags there to prevent the vehicles from going through, but sometimes that doesn't stop a lot of people.
Or in the wartime as well.
Well, we're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Wow.
Oh, look.
Oh, they've actually left the mattresses here.
Oh my God.
We're going to try and go in through the other side. Look, there's
Little bird in there.
Bird or
that's the one
bat.
that's followed like a bird, I think.
Oh, we're climbing over the dunes. Oops. I think went for a 6 then. Wow, we've got a little swallow in here. Wow. Look at someone sort of set up home here.
The old fridge, is it?
Yeah, it looks like an
That had
old...
been used probably at the time. Do you think?
Wow, well if anyone knows any more history on this place, we'd certainly love to know about it. Anyway, we shall move on and see what else we can find.
There's a sink, I'm guessing that was here at the time, and a bench, blankets. There might have been people.
There might have been people squatting here.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know whether these patterns are 1942 or...
1972.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep going. Okay, we're now approaching the second bunker. So we'll have a look at that one.
It's a bigger door here. This one's more open. The other one must have been the bedroom and this must have been the workroom. Maybe.
It's just a pity they do all the graffiti and stuff on in the place. But I guess that's what happens.
When you have something that's not being used, you can see the reinforcement.
Concrete reinforced steel.
This is something is on that, maybe attached to it. Big heavy doors. Any bombing maybe?
Yeah, they certainly did their best to graffiti it. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see, but there's the second bunker we were looking at earlier on. Got a picture of a shark on it.
Okay, so here's Peter digging out a bit of soft sand. The rest of the track's been fine. Sandy, but you know, reasonably compacted. And then we came to this section here and we had to turn left. And it's really, really, really soft and thick. I guess you can tell, you can see, I'm not sure. There were a couple of cars before us because the tracks are there. It looks like what they did was drove forward, turned around, and then came and turned right. So it's not quite, it's not so soft along there. But we got a little bit stuck. So max tracks are out, and let's see, that'll be their first use. So yeah. There we go. One of the max tracks got dug into the ground. We need to get this out. It's a little bit scary.
What's that?
It flipped under and then it pushed it into the sand. It's all straightened up a bit, so that might work all right. Sorry, in my filming I'm all over the place, slipping and sliding on the soft sand. Okay, we'll try again. The sun's come out again. See? It rains and then the sun's always there just behind, and now it's all nice and sunny, so we didn't have to do this in the rain, which is quite nice. There we go, how's that? Oh, they've disappeared. Where did they go? There's one, right down there. There's another one. There's the others. Look how deep they went down, how soft the sand is. That one looks broken.
What's that?
Try this one looks broken.
Broken?
I don't know, just the way it's bent.
Oh, I've just got to dig it out.
Oh gosh, see how see how soft the sand is.
You're still filming?
Yep.
Oh, great, thanks.
That's all right, you did well.
Recovering some max tracks.
There you go. They're orange. At least you can see them. Lucky we didn't get sand coloured.
Well, they do have a tape with them that I didn't put on.
Which was naughty.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
There is max tracks.
Yep. So they're a shovel, a recovery track. What else do they use them for?
Don't ever go four-wheel driving without them.
Yeah, pretty much. It's actually the first we've never had them before. With all our other years of four-wheel driving, we've always had snatch straps and winches and things, but we've never had the max tracks. And we bought them. Oh, we got one lot for Christmas, I think, and. Bought another lot and set, which is 2, and luckily we did, hey? Because we did this on our own, which is often what they say, don't four-wheel drive on your own, although this really is more of a track, but as you see, very soft in this section.
We are never coming on this track again. It is so narrow and ruthless, absolutely ruthless. Looks like another vehicle's been ahead of us and cleaned up some of the banks here. This is not good. This is not good.
It's pretty hairy, pretty narrow. Although the track's flat, but it's Yeah, narrow. This is coming up to the Drover's Cave, apparently. I don't know where the cave would be.
Well, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, if we get out of here alive, I'll be thankful. Well, it feels like we're going through some sort of car wash, if you know what I mean. But not in a good way. There appears to be absolutely nothing out here except for this one track.
About 250 metres to go.
Well, I hope this is worth it, guys. I really hope this is worth it. Wish I had an old Land Rover. I think I'd be doing this at about 70 miles an hour.
Yes. We wouldn't want to meet anyone on the track either because there's no turning bits.
There's nowhere to turn. Absolutely nowhere to turn. There is only one way out of here, and that's the way we've come. There is a group of trees just up here. I'm just wondering whether that's what we're looking for. Oh my God, we've got a sign here.
Someone's put a sign.
What human being has actually been in this area to put a sign here?
Bee risk area. So there's bees again, the same as at the other cave.
Okay. This, guys, looks like the end of the road. And this is where we start to have a look for this cave. I am going to reverse this car in, and I think I see the cave right there.
Okay.
Well, I am impressed with the Land Cruiser. I don't think I'd get in with anything else. And I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. It's just being a little bit more comfortable. Well, after being dug out, we've finally come to the cave, but I can hear a lot of bees down there. An awful lot. I'm going to see if I can sneak under here and see what we can find. Well, I think we've just found our cave. And there is no way I'm going down there. But yeah, there's a lot of bees here. And yeah, the cave just seems to go straight down into the ground. I'm not sure whether you can see all the bees hanging around, but I think it's time we hightailed it out of here and we got the hell out of here. Well, we do some adventures. Well, hi guys, welcome to Oz Travelog, episode 10. This is where things went a little bit haywire, especially at the Drover's Cave, Jurien
On the trek in, yes.
That was one hell of a drive. It looks like nobody had been there for months.
Well, the track was definitely very close. No big vehicles had gone through to break down the trees or anything. Yeah. It was just a track.
Anyway, we won't ponder on that, but thank heavens for Max Tracks. That's all I can say. So if you're actually going out there doing some stuff, grab yourself a set of Max Tracks. Yes, we have a winch, we have snatch and straps, we've got tree trunk protectors, drag chains, just about everything else that we need to get out of a problem. But the Max Tracks,
oh, they
were brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yes, well, we went to the Pinnacles, drove around there.
Yeah, very cool place.
We'd been there about, what, nearly 10...
Over 10 years ago.
Over 10 years ago. That was pretty cool to actually go back. Then we went to the Lobster Shack for lunch.
Yummy, yum, yum.
That place is terrific. And look, honestly, the meals were quite reasonable, price-wise.
Oh, yes. That half lobster and salad and chips or something was 30 or 25?
25, I think it was.
Each, yeah. And it was like massive.
So it was fantastic. So if you're going down there, Cervantes is the area, and just look up Lobster Shack. You cannot miss it, and you should not miss it. Fantastic.
We actually went back on the way down. Once we'd left Jurien Bay,
yes,
we actually stopped in again on the way down south and bought two more. We did get two, didn't we?
We bought 2 more lobsters, and that was for Scott and Haley, which we'll be catching up to a little bit later on in these episodes. Now, the other interesting thing, and I'll let Robyn talk more about this, was Lake Thetis. Is it Thetis? Is it the right word?
Thetis, I think, yes. Thetis.
And Robyn wanted to find out all about the...
Stromatolites.
That's the ones.
Because we missed them up at Shark or Hamlin Bay.
Yeah,
up
Hamlin
near
Bay,
Denham, because of the storm that went through. Also wrecked the boardwalk that you walk out to from Battlelites. They're just the stromatolites and thrombolites. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, those
things anyway. They're written down. You would have seen them. I pointed them out in the picture.
They're an ancient, what are they? Like an ancient living creature?
Yeah, it's a organism, a very millions of years old, apparently.
So it's one of the oldest organisms that we know of.
And to be alive there, as we mentioned in the video that when we went to Horizontal Falls on Cockatoo Island, or one of the little islands that we stopped off at, there was, you could see a line of them in the rock, but of course they were fossils, so they had died and were fossilised, whereas these ones and the ones at Hamlin Bay were living. So I wanted to see them, and they were quite funny looking, but
so
interesting.
We did spend a bit of time looking for them, but we found them. Robyn's happy, I'm happy, and that's all that matters. Happy life, happy wife. Is that right?
Other way around. All that, yeah.
Yep, that'll do. So, yes, North Head, World War II bunkers. They were pretty interesting.
Pretty good, yeah.
We were trying to research a bit of information about them, but apparently there's not a lot out there, not a lot known about it. So, anyway, I'll put some information in the video, so you can sort of go over that again if you wish.
It was actually a great trip out, like going through the sand dunes and through the you flat 1 minute and then scrubby and then open and then some sand dunes and some soft. It was really very pretty. And then
you had to really work to get there, because some of the dunes were sort of fairly, I wouldn't say high, but a little bit technical. But look.
Sharp turn and all this sort of thing, but
honestly, we had no problems.
And just that, even just that beach area, because it's obviously on a head, for where they put the bunkers. The ocean's there, and it goes around in there, and it was just beautiful.
Just a superb
and a beautiful day. It was like wow.
So. Yes, well, that brings us to a close to episode 10. So we've got episode 11 coming up. So we're really moving on with this stuff. But, well, look, I hope you're enjoying the videos and that we're not getting too boring. If there's something that you'd like us to add, don't forget, put it in the comments below. We do read them. And, so just remember that our videos come out every Thursday at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Or 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
What's that, 1800 hours?
Oh, whatever. And, so we're bringing those out until we finish the episode. We're sort of, as you can see by the map, you can see where we are and how much of the trip we've got left. But there is still a lot of interesting stuff coming up. So don't forget to tune into us. Have a look at have a look at our videos, say on the weekend or something, you know, grab a beer, sit down, have a laugh.
Half an hour, usually roundabout.
Yeah, so please subscribe. Just hit the button down below, you know, not the little thing that's going across the screen, but the button right down below, and hopefully we'll make more of these videos. So from Peter and Robyn, Oz Travelog, stay safe, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.